Oh, hello, everybody. A dreary, awful day. And I decided to take you on one of Connor's many walks to get those 10k steps in. I've got a blister on the back of my foot. It's quite painful, but we're getting through it. All you Americans, Australians, even Londoners might be better. Might be better in London right now. This country is an absolute sham at points. Like, how can it be so hot? No, I'm actually going to go that way. How can it be so hot, right? Which it was the other day, and sporadically through the week, and now it's just classic England, awful. So anyway, as you can see, I'm rocking my snapback, which you can get back for clothing. Link in the description below. I absolutely love it. The quality's mega. As you can see, really, really decent. We've got baseball caps on there as well, selling like hotcakes. So make sure you go on over and check your stuff out. Georgie, let's go. We've got all your final stuff, everybody. So make sure. The beautiful thing about Back 4 is what we do is we keep up with the trends. So whatever's going on, we'll make merchandise off the back of that, and it's quality merch as well. So make sure you check it all out, everybody. I know a lot of you guys will be wanting to get some bits in as well for Wembley, and you can get them in now if you order in time. If you've already ordered from Back 4 as well, you get 10% off your next order. If you're part of the Patreon, you will be part of a giveaway that I am doing next week as well, where you get some merch free. So make sure you do that. We've also got Generation Leeds over there. We've also got the wonderful Across the Pond with our good friend Gabe. Tonight, we're back with Brownie, which I'm really excited for. Joe Wayman on the channel tomorrow. And then we've got a weekend of lovely Leeds United stuff. Okay, so let's get into your transfer news today. Archie Gray signed his professional contract with Leeds United around about a year ago now. And apparently, in his contract, the only way he would sign for Leeds United is if we matched the lowest offer, but with a certain percentage. So it essentially means that Leeds United have to match whatever club. If they come in with a certain fee, we have to match it in terms of Archie's contract. So we have to match that lowest percentage offer, which is really interesting because it keeps Leeds on the toes if we are to give him a new contract. And I think it was smart by Archie because obviously, you can tell even in the latest videos, he loves Leeds. He wants to stay at Leeds. We're all very, very aware of that. And by Leeds matching a percentage to the lowest offer, it means that Leeds United are always going to have to keep him sort of like contractually happy. But he wants to stay at Leeds. You can tell that. But I think his agent will know that Archie's going to receive some big, big offers. He did a lovely thing with Rutti yesterday, which I fully enjoyed. It was just like two 18, 19-year-olds talking about why they love Leeds, and I don't know why you couldn't like that. It was great. They were just both so excited. And what's so interesting about the playoff final is as well, they've done the media day really, really early, which I found quite interesting actually, because normally the media days, especially when it comes to playoff finals, are later on in the week. I don't think Southampton's have been quite yet either. Normally, as I've just mentioned, they're later on in the week. So Leeds kind of wanted to get it done from what I've been told early on, so they could focus on a lot of the training, they could focus on a lot of the mental preparation going into this. But few lads down there, obviously you guys know I'm in the journalism bubble, and a few lads down there have just told me that apparently Leeds are just so relaxed. They're so relaxed, they're so happy, they're having a good time, they're embracing it, they're enjoying it, like they did, like we saw that they did in the semi-final, where you were sort of like, well, where is this pressure? The pressure that's been getting to these lads, where is it? I mean, have we just been, has this month just been an absolute sort of a nightmare, not a dream, a nightmare, because that wasn't what we'd seen. So it was so interesting, and it was cracking as well. Really, really lovely to see. So according to multiple sources as well, Leeds United are interested in Genk centre-back, a left-footed Genk centre-back, which is interesting. I think he's called Aradiwa. And yeah, interested in him, left-footed centre-back, 2 to 2.5 million quid, and Leeds are already making preparations. And I don't want to go on about the centre-back too much because, listen, it could be poppycock, but I think that the most interesting thing about this is the fact that Leeds, as we mentioned the other day, and as we know, on the channel, is that they've already set up a shortlist Premier League and Championship-wise, which is interesting because Jordan Miles is getting his sort of stuff in order, and he's ready to pounce really when it comes to whatever the eventuality is. The transfer window in the Championship starts on the 10th of June. In the Premier League, it starts on the 14th, which is the same day as the Euros, which is interesting. So Leeds are going to have to move very, very quickly, and I think Leeds will move quickly, to be quite honest with you. And the reason this Genk centre-back's interesting is because he's a left-footer. Why is that interesting? Well, Liam Cooper's going to be leaving if we do get to the Premier League. He's not going to be playing if we remain in the Championship. We've seen that this season. So a left-footed centre-back is of priority. We need a left-footed centre-back. I think that's pretty clear, and Leeds United have already identified an individual, as we just mentioned, 2 to 2.5 million quid. So that could aid us in the Premier League. It could be a quality signing in the Premier League, but it's likely to be in the Championship for that valuation, in my opinion. So yeah, keep an eye on that one. Now, final bit of news. We've been speaking about transfer outgoings. So Betis at this moment in time are involved in transfer negotiations with Crystal Palace. Now, the whole problem with Betis not being able to spend on Marc Roca is that they don't have the capital to meet Leeds United's valuation. So Leeds are willing to sell Marc Roca, but they don't have the capital, the Spanish club, to be able to invest in Marc Roca. So Leeds, it looks like, have essentially said to them, come back when you've got a serious offer, but they're now in a transfer negotiation with Crystal Palace for their £14 million midfielder Chadley. So I don't know what's going to happen there, but keep an eye on that one, everybody. Keep an eye on that one, because if that one gets done, that's going to increase capital. Apparently, one of their major things this window is securing the services of Marc Roca. So if we're able to get him gone and we're able to get that valuation sorted, which seems to be pretty reasonable from Leeds, it's sort of 10 to 12 million quid, making a little bit of a net profit on him as well. That's excellent. Excellent bit of business from what's happened with Marc Roca as well. Not a fan favourite. I think I'm very aware of that, and you're very aware of that. But on top of that, it's excellent to see that Leeds United are almost just standing firm, like they are doing at this moment in time with Max Verber and Borussia Mönchengladbach. Can't afford him. Come back when you've sold some players and increase that capital, or stop taking the mick and just do it anyway. And that's what Leeds are doing right now. And that's the 49ers strategy. It is composed, but it's ruthless. And we see that in the NFL. We see that with strategy that they've imposed over there. So they won't be taken for a ride, as maybe previous ownership may have been when it comes to spending and letting players go for certain fees, or sometimes no fees. So yeah, it's fascinating to see that we're in for a left-footed centre-back, already making those preparations. Jordan Miles is putting things into place, which is good to see. Premier League-wise, the expectations are going to change a little bit when it comes to signings, because we'll have more money. The Championship, obviously, it's one of those where we're looking at a very different scenario there. But guys, let me know what you think in the comment section below. It's been an absolute pleasure. What do you think? What would you be going for? How would you set up going into this final set of games? I'm so interested. Final set of final games, and final transfer. Saga, which I think is going to be quite a big thing throughout the summer. To be quite honest with you, it's going to be a massive thing. Seeing how Leeds are going to go about this. And either or, it's going to be mental. It's going to be mental. So strap in, everybody. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'll see you in a bit.